Assalamualaikum
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi
Good
wabarakatuh.
afternoon,
Good
everyone.
afternoon, everyone.
We are from the third club. We will explain about the third chapter.
And measures of central tendency. Before explaining this chapter, thank you for taking the time to hear our presentation. I am Lia Nur Affida as the first speaker, and my friend Nazilatul as the last speaker. Introduction. In Chapter 2, we saw that a table setting out the frequency distribution of a set of data, and even better, a histogram or frequency polygon gives some idea of two important properties of distribution: the value or range of values around which the data typically cluster, and the extent of variability in the data. In the present chapter, we shall discuss precise quantitative measures of these properties. Definition: central of tendency. A measure of central tendency is single value that attempts to describe a set of data by identifying the central position within that set of data. As such, measures of central tendency are sometimes called measures of central location. Three measures of central tendency are available: the mean, the median, and the mode. We shall first define these and show how they may be calculated. We shall then discuss the factors involved in deciding which is the appropriate measure to use in any given case. Definition of mean. The mean is the layman means by average, although the statistician would regard all three measures of central tendency as types of average. And to obtain in the mean of a set of figures, we add up all the figures and divide by total number of observations. And if we let x stands for any of the numbers whose mean we are trying to compute, then sigma x is the sum of all x, that is, the sum of all our numbers. If the total number of observations is n, then the mean sigma x per n equal x bar. Now look at the screen. So this is a way to calculate the mean. For example, if we want to calculate the mean grade for an English lesson in class A, then we have to add up all the values and divide by the number of students in class A. Then the result is the average number. And this is the practical way of calculating the mean. You can see the screen. The median. The median is the value separating the higher half from the lower half of the data sample, a population, or a probability distribution. We shall now consider the calculation of the median for a small set of figures. This presentation will be continued by my friend Nazilatul Maghfiroh. Time and place are welcome.
Okay, I'm Nazilatul Maghfiroh, and I, as the second and the last speaker, I will continue to explain the material about how to calculate the median. As you can see, here is the formula how to calculate the median, and now I will explain about the abbreviation of the calculation formula. L for lower limit of interval containing the median, F for sum of all frequencies below the limit L, FM for frequency within the interval containing the median, N for number of observations, and H for width of class interval for group data. And now, as you can see the formula, I will read it in Indonesian, okay? Rumusnya adalah L ditambah N per 2 min F per FM kali H. So here the example. L for 11.5, F for 12, FM for 5, N for 30, and H for 1. Jadi 11,5 ditambah 30 per 2. Okay, next I will explain you about the mode. The mode is simply that value which has the highest frequency. It is most readily obtained from a frequency distribution table or graphical representation. For group A, in the language teaching experiment, the model value is 15. For group B, it is 12. Sometimes, it is not possible to compute a mode for a set of data. Example, the figures 111, 222, and 333. Here each value occurs 3 times, so there is no value with a frequency higher than the others. In other cases, the distribution may have 2 or more peaks. One with 2 maxim is said to be bimodal. Okay, the next is choosing a measures of central tendency. The choices of an appropriate measures of central tendency depend on 3 considerations: the level of measurement of the variable concerned, the shape of the frequency distribution, and what is to be done with the figure obtained. The mean is real suitable only for ratio and interval data. Validly talk of equal differences between values, the median which is based on ranking may be used. It should be remembered that the point of measures of central tendency is to give a typical value around which the data cluster. The median is a better indicator of central tendency than the mean. In order to investigate the relationship between mean, median, and mode for a given distribution, we shall calculate the statistic for the sentence-led distribution data. We calculate the mean as you can see, here is the formula. For the median, we need to find a value below and above which there are 2 or so observations. The more exact method of calculation gives the following result. Here is the median formula. The mean is the most representative statistic. CV, as we have seen, it takes account not only of the ranking of the data, but also of their absolute values. The mean should be used in preference to the median or mode. But we should remember that many of variables in which the linguistic interests are ordinal, so that the median may often be the most appropriate measures.
This is all we can say. We say sorry if there are any mistakes, any words and pronunciation. Thank you for your attention. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.